keep doing what you're doing, keep working together, all the volunteers that are out here, and ask businesses that weren't hurt to help some of the businesses that have been hurt, and help them get back on their feet.
I think this is another example that business people want to get back into their business, open it up within 4 or 5 days after the flood. An example of resilience that Tom and I see in Parkersburg after the tornado destroyed homes. Within 6 days, at least one family was starting to rebuild, and we saw the structure up.
Talk about the team effort. You said to me when you walked up here about being here together as a team. You wanted to do this interview together. You wanted to, be here together.
It's not like a joke, but there's a lot of truth to it. 50 years we've had foreign policy statement where we say politics ends at the water's edge. That's true of a flood as well, as I think you see Senator Harkin and me working together, but also not just us, also our colleagues in the Senate that have been hurt in other states are working with us in a bipartisan way, and then in a bicameral way, other members of the delegation within Iowa pulling together regardless of what political party they come from.
And we had a meeting last week, Chuck and I did, with other senators. I think there were about 10 of them there, I think. If I remember, from different states that have had tornadoes and floods, Indiana, Kansas, Wisconsin, places like that. So this truly is this is nonpartisan. This is something that we got to all work together on and get rebuilt as soon as possible.
Where are we off to next?
We're going down to Oakville.
Down to Oakville.
Going down to Oakville next, and then on down to Burlington.
Yeah, there's a lot more devastation in both of those communities.
Yeah, I've just heard some. In fact, Mayor Wilson was telling me about some stories down there, and the head of DNR was here also, telling us about some really bad things happening down there.
There is something I've learned here in agriculture that Tom and I saw on crops, the tremendous damage from water and crops, but down here we're hearing about the tremendous loss of livestock.
Yeah, that's been the big one. We have lost a lot of hogs. They had to just take down some more that were poking holes in levees in some communities. So, that's been a big concern. Can we bounce back from that?
Oh, we can bounce back from anything. All right, we can bounce back from anything.
Remember the 1993 flood? If you've been in the business, then you would have been asking the same question then. Just look how we come back stronger than ever.
What else can you tell us about,
Well, just for all your viewers and stuff, get a hold of either one of our offices if they have questions. You always remember that number. What's that number?
The first rule of a natural disaster, whether you've been hurt or not, is there's a cutoff date, and you might find out later you should have gotten some help. Call 800-621-FEMA and get your name registered. It can be done as simple as a phone call, and then they give you a number, a registration number that will be good for 18 months. And that during that period of time, every time you call FEMA, refer to that number, and they'll tell you everything about what you might be able to do for you.
One of the things probably hadn't gotten a lot of publicity is it just happened the other day. The Department of Labor announced that they were putting money out here, $17 million. $6 million is here now, and that is to hire people for temporary work, and it's up to 6 months, 26 weeks, and these are paying jobs, and they pay good wages, and it's to be hired to do things like helping businesses clean up and things like that. So if someone needs a temporary job, if their small businesses close down where they work, perhaps they can get one of these. They should apply for these jobs. Now this is the number I remember. It's 1-800-JOB-IOWA. I don't remember the numbers. 1-800-JOB-IOWA if they're interested in some temporary employment. And they said they're going to hire up to 600 jobs right away.
Okay. Anything, Greg, I forgot?